Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Now, the vehicle I've got for you today is a 2009 Acura MDX, and I have to say I was pretty shocked to see the interior of this car, as I'm sure you guys will be too. So let's take a closer look at it. Okay, well, just before I show you the mess waiting on the inside, we'll take a quick look around the exterior here, which, as you can see, isn't looking all that bad, though there are a few bird bombs on the paint. The running boards are full of dirt, and overall, it's just a bit on the neglected side. But when I opened the door, besides being hit by the overwhelming stench of cigarette smoke, I was blown away by everything I saw. From the horrendous floor mats to the disgusting cup holders, it's clear this MDX has been abused, but it's a completely different story in the second and third row where the seats are covered with dirty paw prints. There's a pile of dog hair all over, and the third row seats, well, there's not a lot to say other than that's pretty crazy. But just before we dive into this mess, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss out on one of these videos. I post a new one like this every week. Alright, well, no question, I've got my work cut out for me today with that interior, but I'm excited to see just how good I can get it looking. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, well, getting to work on the MDX now, and the pre-wash rinse here clearly isn't going to take very long, which is definitely nice since that interior is going to be a huge job. And I also wanted to let you guys know that episode 8 of the Studio Build series is coming to the second channel, the Detail Geek 2, in a couple of days from now, so be on the lookout for that. Moving around the vehicle, and I wanted to quickly remind you guys about the memberships option on the channel, which can get you access to early sneak peeks, members only videos and live streams, exclusive discount codes, early access to new videos, and of course the members only community tab where I'm always posting real-time studio updates, among other things. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, there should be a big join button right below this video you guys can check out. Now for these door jambs where there was quite a bit of dirt and dust built up, I'll go ahead and hit them with the pressure washer, though I'm always making sure to spray at a steep angle, and by carefully controlling the wand, I can do this without getting a drop on the interior. Okay, well before I can get to washing the vehicle, I'll prep my wash bucket with some of my Detail Geek car shampoo, making sure to have a grit guard in both the wash bucket and the rinse bucket. And what I like most about the car shampoo is that I've had it formulated to produce just the right amount of luxurious suds, so feel free to give it a look over at detailgeekautocare.com. Now with the MDX washed and dried, I'll turn my attention to these filthy floor mats, and you'll notice I didn't vacuum them first, and that's simply because there's no need to. Once the drill brush has agitated them, nearly everything in them is loosened and brought to the surface, and then the pressure washer is able to blast it away, along with anything else that might still be lingering. Okay, well, starting on the interior now, and while I carefully extract the first and second row seats, which by the way were some of the heaviest I've ever pulled out of a vehicle, you'll notice I've got my respirator on, and that's simply because the interior reeks of cigarette smoke. But even without that, looking at what's all over the carpets, and it's not hard to imagine I'd be wearing it regardless today. Moving to another section now, and while this Acura does have above mid-grade carpet, the dog hair is actually really embedded in it, so it's harder than it should be to get it all pulled out, but thankfully the Lily Brush makes short work of it. So while I'm a fan of the quality of carpet, the dog gets a below average rating for having sticky hair. Now, as I continue to vacuum up the ridiculous amounts of dust in here, it's time for this week's members question, which comes from Joel, and it's, what are your thoughts on reaching 3 million subscribers? So if you guys hadn't noticed, the channel recently passed 3 million subs a few weeks ago, and I have to say that I'm incredibly grateful for it and never thought there would be so many of you who would enjoy my videos. I've been doing this for a number of years now and put an incredible amount of time and effort into producing the highest quality videos I can for you guys. So I'm just happy that you guys are enjoying them. And if you are, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button on this one to let me know. Here's a quick shot of what the carpet looked like before vacuuming, and boom, it's almost looking perfect already. Now with the carpet clean, I'm moving to the seats now, and with the dust being as thick as it is on these third row seats, I'm going to simply suck up what I can right now, and for the rest of it that's stuck to the seats, I'll use the steamer on them later on. Starting on extracting the carpet, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised to see the carpets in really good shape after vacuuming, so it shouldn't take too much effort to get them looking perfect today. And while I do, I wanted to let you guys know that if you haven't already given me a follow over on Facebook, I'd sure appreciate you doing that. I've recently started posting some shorter form content over there, and people have been loving it so far. While it might look and sound a tiny bit different from what you're used to here, I'm sure you'll enjoy it too. Here's the half bucket full of surprisingly dark brown water pulled from the MDX today. Gross. Starting on cleaning the rest of the interior now, and for that I'm using some of my Detail Geek all-purpose cleaner diluted 10:1 and the steamer, which I wanted to quickly mention how to use safely. So because the steam coming out of it is really hot, it can easily damage interior components, so you'll always want to move quickly, use shorter blasts of steam, and never hold it in one spot for too long, and you'll be just fine. Alright, well, turning to these back seats again, and I'm starting by spraying on some of my Detail Geek leather cleaner, and will then simply just use the steamer and brush attachment to get everything loosened up. And while I probably could have used my leather brush on these, I was worried it was going to take a little bit longer since the dirt was pretty stuck on. So after going over the entire seat, I'll wipe everything down with one of my dual pile microfiber towels, which are the perfect towel for this job as they can hold quite a bit of liquid. Okay, so not something I usually film as it's a little hard to get a good angle for you guys, but with this center console being so nasty and grimy, I figured it was a really good opportunity to show you how I tackle something like this. So in an ideal world, I would have been able to pull the cup holders out and clean them outside the vehicle, but when they're stuck in here like these ones, the process is much more difficult. So basically I do this in stages, start by spraying on some all-purpose cleaner, blast it with steam, and then wipe down what I can. And then I'll just repeat the process as many times as is necessary to get everything blasted out of the cracks and crevices. And one thing you might not be aware of is that when using the steamer like this, crud tends to get blasted all over. So when working on center console sections, I'll frequently cover up the clean areas with a towel so they don't get dirty again. Now with the entire interior clean and the seats put back in the vehicle, I'll quickly get some of my Detail Geek leather conditioner applied with a microfiber applicator pad, and that's going to nourish and enrich the leather, leaving it looking and feeling soft and supple. Okay, now with all the glass in here being really dirty and grimy, it's a great opportunity to show you how well my glass cleaner works to cut through it all. And then by using a waffle weave towel, it makes it really easy to leave a streak-free finish. So if any of you out there have ever struggled with cleaning glass, well, consider giving this a try. It's available on my website at detailgeekautocare.com and is the best combo for glass out there. Alright, well 14 exhausting hours later and the MDX has been completely transformed and it's looking spectacular. Now if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on a future video, enjoy the guitar outro, and I'll see you guys in the next one.